Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome to my channel. My name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. I woke up this morning in a bit of a weird headspace, and intuitively I felt that I was sensing some energy coming from the Divine Feminine collective. I feel that collectively as Divine Feminines, I do identify as the Divine Feminine myself, and I know many of you who tune into this channel do as well. And today I picked up that some in the Divine Feminine collective are simply feeling a bit tired, a bit energetically depleted today, except bone tiredness and kind of this deeper spiritual core sense, like I'm tired of the journey. I'm tired of, there's something about something in their life or within themselves tending to repeat itself, some kind of cycle, or maybe it's a pattern of self-judgment. Why does this always happen to me? Or why do I always end up in this place? And I know that's a bit vague to get us started there, because we do experience these kinds of collective shifts at times that many people in the collective are able to feel. But at the same time, the way that energy manifests, the way it shows up for us, of course, will differ depending on so many different factors. So I don't believe this reading, this kind of short message video, is going to be for everyone, but I do feel there are some Divine Feminines tuned in with this channel who need to receive some kind of message of guidance, specifically from their higher self or from whatever spiritual forces they connect with, whatever divine connection you personally identify with in your life, whether that's God, the universe, your own higher self, your spirit guides. I do feel there's just some message for you. So if you were drawn to this reading, I do believe there's a reason, and I hope I can bring forth that message for you. Now, with that being said, be sure to subscribe if you haven't yet, because when you subscribe to this channel, you are tuning in with this collective, and it makes it easier for me to pick up on your energy and channel more clearly for you and your situation. I'm also feeling a little bit of back tension, specifically in the upper back and neck and shoulders area. So I do feel this could be affecting the Divine Feminine I'm channeling here as well. Strategy in the upright position came out here. So I'm going to get us started by reading a little bit from the guidebook here. By the way, because this isn't a general reading, just a short, specific message for some of the collective, do keep in mind that if you are on a twin flame path, I do channel twin flame general readings and energy updates every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, I am available during the live chats during those readings. I do respond as much as I can, as well as so many other members, co-creators in this community. So be sure to experience that live chat and those live premiere readings if you can. Strategy, making a plan. This card shows a pen, journal, compass, and key. I'm getting a kind of metaphoric feeling from the pen, journal, compass, and key images. I wonder if any of those images connect with someone specifically, but really what I'm feeling is like there's something about your subconscious mind, your memory being like this kind of journal, this ongoing diary that's been recording all of your experiences. And I do feel that whatever this Divine Feminine has experienced in life, it's been very intense. Specifically, I kept getting these images of a Divine Feminine in childhood, either being bullied or feeling left out from friend groups, social groups, feeling like she didn't quite fit in with others, or kind of just having this outsider mentality. And the message I got for whoever this person is for is, In your darkest shadows, you hold the potential for your greatest light. And in fact, if you did have these negative experiences, whether it was in childhood, feeling bullied, feeling left out, feeling unsure of yourself, know that in the reverse of that, you can often find your life purpose. Usually, if we look at our most dark experiences we've gone through, those things in our life that really define us, that make us who we are, but kind of make us who we are through the fire. It's like those fiery, challenging, painful experiences that alchemize our very soul and shape our whole persona in this lifetime. Through those experiences, very often in the opposite of the shadow, we find so many pieces of our life purpose. And so if you were someone who always felt unseen, who felt left out, maybe you came here to be different. Maybe you came here to shed light on the differentness of others, to allow others to feel more seen, to allow others to feel heard in ways that you never felt heard when you were younger. Or perhaps you came here to find your voice through all of those difficulties and times when you felt so silenced and so unable to get others to hear you or understand you. Maybe now, Divine Feminine, this is coming full circle for you. Maybe this is what you chose so that now you could find your voice, and through finding your voice, share so much light and hope and love and inspiration with this broken planet that so desperately needs your light and needs your voice. So I really hope that connects with someone, because I do strongly feel that someone needs to hear that specific message. But I also do feel that outside of this Divine Feminine's perhaps reflection on her past, or some of these past wounds that do come out from time to time, I feel that mainly right now there's some kind of a focus or fixation for this Divine Feminine on not just finding her power, finding her voice, but also there is this awareness of some kind of a soul connection involved here. I do feel this Divine Feminine is most likely consciously on a twin flame path or journey of some sort. Now, of course, how that journey looks for you will be highly dependent on your own unique soul intentions for this life and for your twin flame connection specifically. But I do want to know how this Divine Feminine is feeling right now about her twin flame journey. What's going on here? Because I feel some of this kind of out of sorts energy could be from her twin flame journey specifically. And I'm going to just pull a few cards from the Live Tarot deck and the Hidden Truth Oracle. The distance between us is killing me. I long to hear your beautiful voice again. I feel this being a mirrored message between the counterparts. From the Divine Feminine here, I'm hearing this Divine Feminine saying, yes, I am growing, I am changing. I feel this beautiful transformation process, this self-empowerment happening in my life. I am finding my voice, but Divine Masculine, I do miss hearing your voice. And now, of course, that could apply literally. This Divine Feminine could be in a period of low to no contact with her Divine Masculine counterpart. But alternatively, this could be speaking to kind of a more figurative case where when she says she longs to hear his voice again, it's like, I'm longing to hear your soul through your communication, to really get that honest, open, vulnerable communication from you that perhaps this Divine Masculine gave her at times in the past. But there's kind of this closing off that I'm sensing from someone's situation. It's like, you used to let me fully see you. You used to really share your heart and soul with me through your words. And sometimes I feel a bit of this closing off, and I become a little bit confused. So take it as it resonates with you if it does. Again, this won't be for everyone. And even for those this message connects with, it will apply in different ways for different individuals. Your intuition, of course, is always that compass of your soul and of your life. And really through these readings, it's only my goal to reconnect you with what your own intuition already knows about yourself, your life, your soul purpose, your twin flame connection. And just being near you is intoxicating is the next card that came out. I'm laughing because this card kept coming out in one of my recent readings. So this tells me that I'm most likely picking up on a divine feminine who also resonated with this reading prior. And in that reading, I was discussing how the divine feminine here felt almost this kind of addiction to the masculine. It's like this feeling of, I know in certain ways or in certain aspects, our physical 3D connection wasn't good for me, or maybe for some, it felt like this wasn't really good for either of us, the way that this was playing out in the physical. I know there was some kind of 3D disconnect, whether it's a separation of communication or a physical separation. I know this distance was necessary for each of us to heal from these toxic patterns that we may have played out with one another. But at the same time, divine masculine, you are like my drug, you are like an addiction. But within this, I'm feeling from this divine feminine almost this desire to let go, but feeling incapable of letting go. Feeling like, and of course, I just heard the message from her guides here saying, the reason that you can't let go of this path is because it's not external, divine feminine. This is part of you. And when I say it's part of you, I don't mean that you can't create boundaries with the physical person, the physical twin flame counterparts, or that you can't choose by your free will to date or connect with other people, because you can do all of those things. That's all the physical aspect of this journey. What I'm saying is, divine feminine, you are a twin flame beyond this twin flame relationship or this physically manifested connection. Being a twin flame means that you are from a specific school or kind of soul group of souls, which, by the way, many of us have found each other here again through this channel. We are quite literally part of this same group of souls, which is why we so strongly resonate with one another within this collective in these messages. You are from a group of souls who comes here to stabilize and raise the earth frequency. When I say stabilize, very often this earth stabilization actually comes through experiencing shadows, experiencing trauma, destabilizing kinds of events in your life and in the world generally. I mean, we look around at this physical time we chose to be on planet Earth, and we've seen a lot of destabilization on the planets in our lifetime. And the reason you chose this specific lifetime, and I'm sure also on the individual level, you've probably experienced destabilizing events in your personal life as well, but you chose to experience this destabilization happening both personally and collectively on Earth, divine feminine, because you are from this school of souls who is learning through this kind of evolutionary soul process through lifetime after lifetime how to change the paradigm of this world from conditional love, from love with restrictions, from love as a transaction, as a give and take, as a sacrifice and demands, switching from that paradigm to this brand new way of living and being and seeing, conceptualizing love and relationship, a way of being that isn't based on restriction, condition, fear, mentality, or self-sacrifice, but that is truly based on unconditional love. Unconditional love beginning first within the self. And I do feel for many divine feminines, it's been a long journey to the self-love you've already stabilized within yourself. And do not underestimate the power that that stabilized self-love frequency, the power of how far you've come on this journey so far and what that affects, not just within your life, within your twin flame connection, but also within your family's line, within your community, and on this planet. This journey, Divine Feminine, is about so much more than this physical person you're interacting with. Although, yes, your physical twin flame counterpart has a soul bond with you that is through all of these lifetimes teaching you this powerful reconnection with yourself, assisting you, being your highest teacher and healer through this process. But the reason you find it so difficult to forcibly disconnect yourself from either your counterparts or this journey or this path is because it was never about this external person or experience. To try and forcibly disconnect from this path is the equivalent energy of trying to push against your own inner self, your own soul's identity and reason for being here. So really, I'm getting the message of, rather than pushing in either direction, either trying to force yourself to disconnect from this path or trying to force yourself to push things ahead, either way, that is really disconnecting from yourself and then projecting that disconnection outward. And what you're really being guided to do is return home, Divine Feminine, return home to yourself. Meaning focus on yourself, focus on cultivating a beautiful, harmonious, peaceful, abundant inner world that will then manifest in the external as well. And I really hope that through this channel, I can help to remind you more of who you really are, and we can connect with one another along this journey, and more importantly, support and uplift one another. So I'm going to close this reading here. If this did resonate with you, I do hope you will subscribe to our beautiful community here, because more than likely you are part of this soul tribe, this soul family, and I'm so grateful that we were able to connect here through YouTube, through this time and space. Also, if you are someone who has been struggling with these feelings of, I want to let go, but I can't, I find myself pushing, but I don't know how to shift the energy of this situation, specifically in regards to my twin flame counterpart, this physical connection playing out around me, know that you aren't alone in this. But I have created a tool that I would really recommend for you to explore to see if it resonates with you and assists you along this journey. And that is my twin flame surrender subliminal meditation. Now, those of you who are familiar with or using my subliminals do know that I use these and recommend these as a powerful sound therapy tool to really shift your frequency, to raise your vibration through the portal of your subconscious mind, because it's actually the subconscious mind that controls 95% of your thoughts, and therefore is really the greatest factor in what kind of energy you are putting out there in your life, or specifically in this context in regards to your twin flame. So on my website, soundandsoulful.com, I've created over 100 subliminals for all areas of life, and this specific twin flame surrender subliminal is created to help you achieve that energetic union within yourself, that balancing between your own inner masculine and inner feminine. And as a result of this, your twin flame will instantaneously, in real time, feel those shifts, because you are mere souls. So whatever you shift within yourself, when you balance, and specifically when you, Divine Feminine, integrate your inner masculine and inner feminine, your divine masculine counterpart feels that and responds to that as well. You are one another's greatest healer and teacher, and it's through self-healing and self-reconnection that we actually heal, quote unquote, the other and connect or reconnect with the other. So more information on this twin flame surrender subliminal is in the pinned comment and description box under this video. Otherwise, I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful rest of your day, and I will talk to you again in the next video.